Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. This is the final episode of December and of 2023. Welcome to week 4, and today in part 2, I'm going to be discussing more of the external conflicts we face and the ways we should be living and maybe even improvements we can be adding into the new year as we grow. In comparison to part 1, which was more internally focused, diving in, I want to talk about a huge one, which is the crowds we keep around us. So I believe back in 2021, I made a brief post about this, and I used this imagery, which I'm going to put into perspective again now. So think about putting a seed into the ground, and we know the things a plant needs to grow, right? It needs things like water, food, sun, etc. And that's almost like us. We're seeds, not literally, but in order to have growth as a person, or in general to grow as a good, godly woman or man, we need to fuel ourselves with necessities. So, if we are planning ourselves to be liars, we harm others, we're mean to others, we curse, etc., we're probably going to be around people who do the same things. The people we spend time with or who we're around tells ourselves and others a lot about who we are. And the same thing in reverse. If we spend enough time around the wrong people, we begin to mirror them, and soon enough, their personalities will be ours too. This is why it is incredibly important to pay attention to our circle of friends and what we want to be rooted in. Not only that, but who we'll become or who we want to be. How are the people in your life affecting that or benefiting that, or even stifling that? Think about that. Exodus 23:2, Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. In Exodus chapter 23, verse 8, And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. These verses are essentially alluding to the idea of not following what everyone else is doing and standing out from the rest. This also concludes around to the fact that the crowd we keep around us makes us or breaks us. With that being said, I want you to think carefully about the people you bring with you into the new year and how they're going to affect you and your goals and what you want to become, because if you're surrounding yourself with people who are negative and are wanting you to fail, and not people who are going to strengthen you and encourage you in your journey, not only with God, but in your ambitions in life, you're going to find it's a lot more difficult to succeed or progress. And remember, Satan can use these kinds of people to get the better of you or undermine you as well. That, and keep in mind, it's always better to be alone than in a crowd full of people who are rooting against you. Even if being alone can suck and be lonely sometimes, again, stressing, be realistic and honest with yourself and kick people out of your life who aren't going to serve you or benefit you, and don't feel guilty about it. You should be your first priority, and things that you need to be content and be doing well in life are important. So if you're keeping people around you just out of a people-pleasing mindset or out of the sake of feeling bad, you're gonna be tied back a lot. Don't keep people around just because you feel bad. You've got to put yourself first at one point or another. Now, I'm going to give some pieces of advice I want to leave with you all in your journeys to growth and success that have also helped me over time in my pursuits of happiness and achievements. And the first thing I want to bring up is patience. This is one I still constantly wrestle with. Taking things slow and giving things time. I'm the kind of person that likes to go into everything. I like to know things immediately. I hate things in the air, and I hate trudging through things. However, when implementing a new routine or a new habit, or even on the journey to a certain goal, I like to skip through the foundationals, and I'll create big lists, long routines, long schedules, all fully thought out, but we'll fall out of them within a week max. This is where I stress to you, if you are looking to begin a new routine, or whatever the case may be, take it bit by bit, add chunks in at a time, space things out, because otherwise you'll wind up feeling bad about yourself and disappointed, and you're not going to want to start anything new at all. For example, if you were wanting to get up earlier in the morning, say 5 a.m., whereas naturally you get up at 6:50 a.m. or whatever normal time you rise, start by taking 10 minutes down every week, or so. So maybe one week I'll try getting up at 6:40 a.m. and then 6:20 and 6:30, then 6:20, so on, so forth. Another thing is get outside and get ready every day. I mean it. It doesn't have to be fancy, but I mean every day, brush your teeth, do a little skincare, and whether it be a walk or simply sitting outside, go do it. Get fresh air and some sunlight. It'll do wonders for your mood, and overall, it's really good for you. Get that vitamin D. Don't stay indoors 24/7 like a couch potato, because believe me, you'll be surprised how quickly inspired you can become or how quickly your mood can shift just from a walk outside your house. There have been so many times where I've just found inspo for a video or a silly vlog or found ideas for things to do just from a walk, and it makes my day just a little bit brighter. Again, this also reminds me to be grateful, so all in all, trust me and do it, because even I used to roll my eyes in disbelief when I heard to take walks regularly or get outside and touch the grass. Just give it a shot, even for 5 minutes. Make it daily. The final thing I'd like to suggest is broaden your horizons. Like, expand your vocabulary, broaden your perspective in things. Read books, and I don't mean any books. Look at books interesting to you. Find magazines. Go on Pinterest. Find things that pique your interest and learn about them. Gain some knowledge or join a community somewhere. Expand your lifestyle and don't stay stuck in one view of life. For me, something I explored and really have enjoyed experiencing the last half of this year is podcasts. Not my own creation of this one, of course, but I mean listening to other people's podcasts and hearing their unique point of views. The ones I mainly listen to are based in lifestyle or listening to different preachers because I don't currently go to a regular church. I've been listening to different people talk about their testimonies and walks in life. I've even started to listen to and skim through some books that talk about discussions in psychology and the human mind, because these things actually interest me and add to my understanding and broaden my ideas to help me in many things, and it even contributes to conversation and talking to new people or making new friends. And you'd be surprised how much these things have actually helped me to better understand and talk to others about the gospel even. So you'd be surprised by the things you can learn and how they can add to your already preconceived understanding and expand you overall as a person, because you really don't know the kind of person you're going to be talking to one day, and you can have this little knowledge about some kind of topic or maybe something they do in their work or something they're interested in, and you can grab people's attention and tie it to talking about the gospel or all kinds of different things, and it'll pique or just be that more interesting to the other person when you tie in something that they already care about. So you've got to be almost a little strategic when it even comes to talking to people about Christianity or, you're witnessing, and just in general, of course, too, talking to people and trying to make new friends. It's kind of strategic. You've got to just be yourself, but also kind of be appealing, of course, because no one wants to talk to someone who's bland, doesn't carry a conversation, very dry, you know what I mean? So consider it. This would also go in the ballpark of trying new hobbies, being open to new opportunities. Just be a little adventurous. Don't just stick to your normal, and again, just don't stay too comfortable in comfort. There's nothing wrong with having your comforts and having your comfort foods and watching your comfort shows, because I do that all the time. Every night I'm watching my comfort movies, I'm watching my comfort YouTubers, I'm watching the norm. And I'm the kind of person, I am very paranoid and anxious when it comes to trying new things too. I like my safety foods, especially coming from someone who has health anxiety. I like my comfort foods. I like my safe foods. I don't want to try any exotic special new food. I don't know where it's been. I don't trust it. You know what I mean? So just coming from me even, try. And I'm not saying every day go crazy all over it, but give it a shot. Just open yourself to new opportunities in 2024. And with that, all that being said, outside of it happening to be, we're walking into a new year, these are things we should implement now and not only start to actually try or pay attention to in a new year or a certain time schedule, like at the start of a new month. It could be, you could start at any time. You could start in the middle of an ordinary month on an ordinary Monday. Like, it does not matter at all. But the point is, don't wait for a quote-unquote perfect time for something, because there never is going to be a perfect time or perfect anything. So live your life for what it is now and make the most of it. And all in all, that's gonna wrap up the rest of the new year mindset growth kind of perspective. That's a little bit of advice I've got to say on that. Yeah, make sure to be aware of what you're bringing into 2024 with you and make the most of it. If you guys enjoyed part 2 of the podcast, I hope you've enjoyed the time we've had this year, and I really look forward to seeing you guys in the new year with a new episode. Bye!